As long as God gives me the heart to feel and a brain to think and a hand to execute my will, I would devote it against the power which has attempted the machinery of the courts to destroy the rights and the character of the American citizen. A lot more, but there is a thing which is very certain. It is, if the American people can learn what I know of the fierce hatred and generality of the priests of Rome against our institutions, our schools, and our most sacred rights and our dearly bought liberties, they would drive them away tomorrow from amongst us or would shoot them as traitors. The history of the last 1,000 years tells us wherever the Church of Rome is not a dagger to pierce the bosom of a free nation, she is a stone on her neck and a ball to her feet to paralyze her and prevent her advance in the ways of civilization, science, intelligence, happiness, and liberty. I do not pretend to be a prophet, but though not a prophet, I see a very dark cloud on our horizon. And that dark cloud is coming from Rome. It is filled with the tears of blood, and it will rise and increase till it flanks, and it will torn the flesh of lightning, followed by the fearful hurl of thunder. Then a cyclone, such as the world has never seen, will pass over this country, spreading rain and desolation from north to south. Now, where did he mention?
But he closed down postal reports in 54. Why? Because whenever you're dealing with those operatives, any issue dealing with the descendants or the two nationals is supposed to be in a court of diversity consulate or consular court. So they closed that down in 1954. And these are other fundamentals that you need to know about the so-called black leaders in 1955. And then they started having these Negro leader guys march all around promoting the 14th Amendment, making people think it meant citizenship when it really meant New York Water Street stock.
Really happened and is still really law in the United States. State of New Hampshire. Hi, Brian Nelson Buford, archivist. Archivist for the state of New Hampshire, having been duly authorized by the Secretary of State William G. Gardner to authenticate copies of records and papers kept by the Department of State, do hereby certify that the following and heretofore attached, consisting of 3 pages, are true copies of the original document on file at the Division of Archives and Records Management. Here is, this is not a copy, this is an original certificate here. This is the gold seal of the state of New Hampshire. Behind it we have the record from the Journal of the House of Representatives for the state of New Hampshire, dated here on December 9th, 1812, 200 years ago. And it reads here very easily, Journal of the House. The committee appointed to take into consideration certain laws and resolutions passed by the legislatures of Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and Vermont, and other documents accompanying the same report, etc. The resolves exhibited, and they further reported that it is, in their opinion, noticed expedient to adopt or approve the other proposed amendments to the Constitution of the United States, which report was accepted, whereas His Excellency the Governor of this state has laid before the General Court a resolution passed by the Congress of the United States in the words following, to wit, resolved by the Senate and the House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, 2/3 of both houses occurring, and here again you see the date, December 9th, 1812. In the November session, the houses occurring that following the section be submitted to the legislatures of the several states, which, when ratified by the legislatures of the 3/4 of the states, shall be valid and binding as part of the Constitution of the United States. If any citizen of the United States shall accept, claim, receive, or retain any title of nobility or honor, or shall, without the consent of Congress, accept and retain any present, pension, office, or emolument of any kind whatever from any emperor, king, prince, or foreign power, such person shall cease to be a citizen of the United States and shall be incapable of holding any office, trust, profits under them, or either of them. Therefore, resolved by the Senate and the House of Representatives in General Court convened that the foregoing amendment proposed by Congress to the Constitution of the United States be, and the same is hereby on the part of this state agreed to, ratified, and confirmed, and be it further resolved that His Excellency the Governor be requested to transmit copies of the foregoing resolution to the President of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives in the United States, and to each of our senators and representatives in Congress, and to each of the governors of the several states. And then it goes on to another thing. But on the back of these, we have the statement in red ink. I do hereby certify the copy of this sheet and a copy of the original document and file at the Division of Archives and Records Management, State of New Hampshire, January 12th, and signed here by Brian Nelson Buford. Same thing on the other copy